welcome to AniBreak, your choice for news on anime, manga, and video games. My name's Jason, and I'll be breaking down the week's hottest topics for you. Before we begin, I wanted to talk briefly about Anime Expo. It's been a bit of a controversy online regarding the schedule that's been finally released. About what panels are paired against what, where they're located at what time, but that happens every year. One of my panels, actually, that was surprisingly approved, is causing a bit of controversy on its own, and that's going to be the Batman vs. Darth Vader panel. It's very similar to what the guys over at Giant Robot Rumble do every year. Love those guys, love their panel, been enjoying it since about 2006. This will be co-hosted by a good friend and an amazing magician, William Draven. A little backstory on it: a few months ago, we were at the AX Manager Retreat. During breakfast, we started talking. Who would win in a fight, Batman or Darth Vader? Turned into a giant 45-minute conversation that everyone who attended participated in. It was a lot of fun, so we decided to send in an application. And surprisingly, it was approved. So, regardless of the controversy, if you're an anime fan and really enjoy comics and sci-fi as well, feel free to join us for this classic nerd battle. There's a new series that's recently gotten a lot of promotion stateside. It is called Love Alternative Total Eclipse. The story focuses on the test pilots and mechanics of and let me get this straight, the United Nations Forces Tactical Surface Fighting Testing Unit in Alaska. Long name. Here's a quick peek about what to expect. The backstory behind this series is not all that surprising. It originally started off as an eroge, which got turned into a novelization, minus the hentai. Okay. Now that novel is getting the anime treatment, that's what we're getting. So, if anything, expect a lot of fan service from this series. Crunchyroll's already announced they'll be streaming the series, most likely a simulcast, and the first episode will have its premiere at Anime Expo on July 1st. A Keio University group of students have created a brand new avatar system that accurately tracks and mimics your facial expressions in real time. And what better way to showcase this new technology than with Miku? Why not? Japanese tech website Dig Info posted a video of the program in action.
しておりますので、非常に高速高精度に顔を追いかけることができるというのがこのアバターシステムの基礎となっている部分の技術です。
This system also analyzes the shape of the person's expression, so it can reproduce how the eyebrows and mouth are moving, and whether the person is laughing, angry, or surprised. As well as avatars, this system could also be used for games that detect and react to changes in people's faces.
I gotta say, that looks creepily accurate, especially at that point where you saw the student and Miku speaking in near unison. Now, some possible applications of this technology include video games and web chat, but I know that the Miku fans, especially those in the Miku Miku dance community, will embrace this tech in a heartbeat. A new game just released in the States for the PS Vita is really pushing me to get a system. I'm talking about Gravity Rush. This is an action RPG where you manipulate gravity in order to navigate and fight in unique ways. It's a really cool concept. Initially, this game was a PS3 title, but was eventually moved over to the PS Vita, which I feel is actually a better fit overall. The cel-shaded graphics are a nice break from that photorealistic trend that most video games are striving for, and some are failing miserably. But enough about me talking about it, check it out for yourself. Looks awesome, right? Like I said, this is available right now. So you can go into your local retail store and buy a physical copy. But if you decide to buy it through the PlayStation Network and download it for this week only, you'll also receive the free DLC, which includes additional costumes and bonus missions. If you decide you want the physical copy anyways, you can buy the DLC for about $4. Mamoto Hosoda, the famed director of Summer Wars and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, has a brand new movie coming out this summer. Titled The Wolf Children Ame and Yuki, the story focuses on Hana. She's a 19-year-old girl who falls in love with a wolfman. She eventually marries the wolfman and gives birth to their 2 kids, Yuki, which means snow, and Ame, which means rain. Unfortunately, the wolfman dies, and Hana decides to move away from the big city out to the rural areas in order to protect her children.
狼ってどうしていつも悪者なの？みんなが狼を嫌っても、お母さんだけは狼の味方だから。
The visuals are very reminiscent of Hosoda's previous works, but this time around they have a bit more warmth to them, which I think is a really good thing. The world premiere will take place in France this month, and then the movie releases regularly in Japan in July. No word yet on a US release, but given the fact his previous works have been released here, I'm sure an announcement is right around the corner. Lastly, I want to talk about an iOS app that someone linked to me that's a bit odd. It's called Chewy Kiss and was created by Hakuhodo Eye Studio. Now, did you ever find yourself alone at home, feeling a little down and wanting to change the mood? Well, you want to use this app apparently. This free app consists of a pair of lips and some recorded dialogue to help get your groove on. No, really, that's what it's for. Now, the regular app comes with a glossy shot of female lips, but for the ladies, your version includes a pair of anime-styled male lips. So, a lie. Okay. If you ever get bored with the standard fare, you can swap out that picture for any other photo you have on your device. So, begs the question, why do you need this app in the first place? I'm sure this is designed for those to experience something they normally wouldn't in real life. For the ladies, you can kiss the anime man of your dreams. And for the guys, well, you can act like you're kissing a woman. Let's wrap things up with some news bites. If you're like me and excited for the upcoming release of Starship Troopers Invasion, then this will be icing on your cake. J-rock electronic duo Boom Boom Satellites announced they will perform the movie's theme song. The single will be available in Japan on July 18th, 3 days before the movie's release. Konami Digital Entertainment announced last week that an entry-level version of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has been released as a Facebook game. Titled Yu-Gi-Oh! BAM! This game features a new storyline and more than 300 specially modified cards for you to duel your friends with. The official website for the Berserk anime film trilogy announced a new social game. Titled Berserk 100 Years War, this game will have players establish their own mercenary groups to battle monsters or other players. Studio 4 Degrees Celsius, which is producing the movies, is collaborating on the project. The game will be available for iOS and Android devices this winter. And finally, anime and video game voice actor Steve Bloom was recognized as the most prolific video game actor in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records. As of May 10, 2012, he has been credited with over 261 appearances. Be sure to stop him at Anime Expo this year to congratulate him. Think I missed some big story? Or have a topic suggestion for a future episode? Head on over to otakulife.net and click on the AniBreak feedback button. There you can also find links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus pages. Well, that's it for this episode of AniBreak. I'm Jason, and I'll see you next week.